Hello. I'm pretty exhausted. And I haven't posted a video for a few weeks, a long video. And this like totally aligns with the research that I've been doing on masking and the voice and ADHD and autism. So today I want to talk a little bit about masking and what it can look like when we kind of push ourselves to be different so much that it burns out our system. Because I, for many years of my life, was doing that and didn't realize that's what's happening. Hello, my name is Alex. I'm a voice coach. My brain is a bit squashy today. That's why I've gone for a walk in the woods. And I talk about loads of voice things, character voices, voice for acting, but also things around my research into voice, which is around kind of authenticity, neurodivergent voice, which is what we're going to talk about today. And this is this idea of the cycle of burnout that comes from pretending to be someone that you're not. And you don't need to be a neurodivergent to experience that. Many people experience it. So first I'll explain what's happened over the last few weeks for my posting, because it's a perfect example. I've been going through a lot of emotional work, the important emotional work that we do to develop ourselves as human beings and, become better versions of ourselves. And it takes a lot of energy to do that. I've also been doing lots of work. I've been doing my research. I've been traveling. I'm a digital nomad, so I've been moving to a different place. I'm in Portugal at the moment. And that's a lot of stuff. And I've been meeting new people and engaging with people. And that, for my autistic traits particularly, is exhausting. And I've recognized it. And so I've let myself not post things on YouTube, for example. I've to take a bit of time away from people, even though I really want to be around people. But for many years, I didn't. For many years, I followed the cycle of burnout that I think many neurodivergent people feel. And it goes a little bit like this. You get some energy, it's the new year, or it's the sun comes out, and you're like, okay, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to go out, I'm going to go do all the social things. I'm going to do this at work. I'm going to do mount this project, start this project going off. I'm going to do this and this and this. I'm going to go meet all these people. I'm going to do this party. And you go out and you put loads of energy in. And then at some point, maybe months down the line, the body goes, I can't do this anymore. It's not possible. And then you crash. Now for me, I never let myself crash, really. I just kept pushing. So I would be trying to work on my own business at home, pushing. And then, it's just a continual cycle of not achieving things because I didn't have enough energy. And what I discovered in my research. So in my research recently was looking at vocal masking in the workplace. I have never really worked in, say, an office for a long period of time. So I've not got that experience, but the people in the study were people who have worked in businesses, corporate situations. And one of the things that came up as a big theme across the people that I was talking to was this need for quite a lot of downtime. And these were people who had been working in business for a long time. They had started to use, many of them started to use flexible working arrangements to create this extra space that we need as neurodivergent people, because we're showing up in an environment that takes extra energy. Work takes energy from everyone, but there's this sort of real extra energy that comes because we're pretending to be someone else. And that's what this idea of masking is. So you probably may well have heard about it. Masking is just, it's pretending, it's going into a situation and without realizing usually going, I have to show up in this way. Otherwise I'm not accepted in this business. I'm going to be fired. Or if in a social group, which is usually the situations for me, I have to be here all the time and trying to connect and talk to people, because if I show up in the way that I really am, which is burnt out and not so able to communicate, people are going to think I'm weird or creepy, or because I'm just there enjoying being around people but unable to communicate. People are like, what's that guy doing here? Is the story that goes in my head. So I have to keep putting the energy in, even though I've run out of gas. And So yeah, this is certainly like a bit of what's happened at the moment, but also I think like the takeaway maybe for this particular video today is this idea that like particularly if you're neurodivergent, but if you're using your voice, if you're communicating in spaces where you have to put in extra effort, like when you get start to recognize the signs of what that effort looks like. So for today, as I record this, it's a Tuesday, I think, and I had a particularly human-filled weekend, which was great. But also, now I'm exhausted, and I'm trying to get work done, but it's hard to do work, because I'm exhausted from the socializing that for some people would give them the extra energy to go into the week. For me, it crashes me out, and I have to take it easy on the other days and not talk to people so much, which feels difficult. So for yourself, like start to look at these things. If there are these situations where you're like, oh, I'm always tired after this happens. I'm always tired after I go and meet those people. I'm always tired after I have to do this particular activity or work, or if I have to call people or something and I'm exhausted. Start to be really, just learn to be a bit more, bit kind on yourself, I suppose, and notice those situations that kind of give you energy, because some will, and those that take energy away. But also remember that some can do both. This weekend of socializing I've just had was like, it gave me a particular type of energy. It wasn't completely tiring, but it also drained me of another type of energy, which now I must replenish. So that was a pretty scrappy video. But given that I have had not even the energy to make videos for the last few weeks, for various reasons, I'm going to say that this was a win, that I've made a video today. Well done. And if you're interested in the research into vocal masking or workplace masking, neurodivergence, voice aspects, voice topics, strategies, whatever you want, I don't know, you can subscribe, and you can also write a comment and ask a question. I do get around to them eventually. Sometimes I'm really good at them, and sometimes I'm terrible and don't reply for ages, but I do reply, always. Yes, that is it. That is me. I am exhausted, but doing well on top of everything. So have a wonderful day.